Do subscribe to Ekeeda channel and press bell icon to get updates about latest engineering, HSC and IIT JEE main and advanced videos.
Hello friends, now we see the problems of continuity. As compared to previous problem, this question is also quite difficult. And in this question, we have to use one limit formula. The question is f of x is equal to 1 minus sine x whole thing divided by pi by 2 minus x whole bracket square, comma x not equal to pi by 2 is equal to 3, comma x equal to pi by 2 at x equal to pi by 2. So in this question, we have to discuss whether the given function f of x is continuous or not at indicated points x equal to pi by 2. Now let's see the solution. First of all, we go with given that f of x is equal to 3, comma x equal to pi by 2. Now whenever x we have to put pi by 2, it means f of pi by 2 is equal to 3. Let us this denote as a equation 1. Next step will be limit x tends to pi by 2 f of x is equal to limit x tends to pi by 2. Now x tends to pi by 2 means x not equal to pi by 2, and at that time f of x is given as 1 minus sin x upon pi by 2 minus x whole bracket square. Now here we use the rules of limit. That limit x tends to 0 sin x upon x, so that gives 1. Now here to get sine rule, the limit should be 0. And in present case, the limit given as a x tends to pi by 2. It means we have to put x is equal to pi by 2 plus h as x tends to pi by 2 and h tends to 0. So in next step, whenever x, we have to write pi by 2 plus h, and secondly, instead of writing x tends to pi by 2, we have to write now h tends to 0. So is equal to limit h tends to 0, 1 minus sine in bracket, we write pi by 2 plus h whole thing divided by pi by 2 minus, now again for x we write in bracket pi by 2 plus h, bracket complete, and whole bracket square. So is equal to limit h tends to 0, 1 minus, now we use trigo formula that sine 90 plus theta gives cos theta, and therefore sine of pi by 2 plus h, so that gives us cos h upon pi by 2. Now here we open the bracket, so that gives us minus pi by 2 minus h whole bracket square. Now here we cancel plus pi by 2 and minus pi by 2 in the denominator. So finally we get limit h tends to 0 1 minus cos of h and whole thing divided by minus h the whole square, that is h square. Now that equal to limit h tends to 0. Now here we use the trigo formula, that 1 minus cos 2 theta. So that gives us 2 sine square theta, and therefore 1 minus cos theta, that gives 2 sine square theta upon 2. So by using this rule, we have limit h tends to 0, 2 sine square h by 2 whole thing divided by h square. Now here 2 is a constant term, so we have to take outside the limit. So 2 into limit h tend to 0 sine square h by 2 upon, we write same term, that h by 2 the whole square, and into, we write 1 by 2 the whole square. So this is our adjustment to get rule. Now this gives 2 into limit h tends to 0 sine of h by 2 upon h by 2 whole bracket square into, now 1 by 2 whole square gives 1 by 4. So in this way we get 2 into 1 the bracket whole square into 1 by 4. Now we go for cancellation, that 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. So we get is equal to 1 by 2. So in this way, limit x tend to pi by 2 f of x is equal to 1 by 2. Let us this denote as a equation 2. Now from equation 1 and 2, we conclude that limit x tends to pi by 2 f of x is not equal to f of pi by 2, and therefore the given function f of x is discontinuous at x equal to pi by 2. So this is a required solution for the given problem. Thank you.